What's going on, everyone? This is the Brand Builder. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about REITs. I talked about this in the past before, and I want to just really vamp it up because REIT investing is wonderful, right? I call it the lazy landlord, professional landlord portfolio, where you can own properties that are managed by companies that have a track record of doing a better job than you. I know a lot of friends of mine who are very attracted to real estate. They want to own apartment buildings and rent out. And it sounds so fascinating that I just want to let people know that if you're in the real estate space and you like real estate because it's the investment style that you prefer, there are a lot of people out there who want to invest in real estate in particular. And they don't have the capital to go out there and buy apartment buildings or buy homes at the moment. And then they also have to hedge loans in order to do it. Well, here's a really fast way that you can make some returns with as little as $50, $100, or even less sometimes, or whatever you want to do. So right now I'm looking at the website of Realty Income, and I'm looking at some of their points and some of the properties that they own. 16.5% compound average annual total return since 1994 on an NYSE listing. And some of these real estate companies, these REITs, real estate investment trusts, that's what REITs stand for, have been very consistent. They also trade on the NYSE, the New York Stock Exchange, and they're, well, O Realty, the ticker symbol's O. O Realty is a member of the S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats Index. So it's a dividend aristocrat, meaning that it's increases dividends over 100 times, consecutively increasing its dividends. So let's take a look at where O Realty is right now with its proven track record and some of the businesses it owns. Just looking at the website, I'm looking at a couple of companies like Walgreens Pharmacy, Dollar General, the companies they rent to, KitchenAid, 51-year track record of providing dependable monthly income from real estate is what they say. They have LA Fit that uses their facilities, AMC, let's see what else is going on here, Walmart. I'm just clicking on here. They Coca-Cola, 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven has a lot of locations. Home Depot. Now imagine Home Depot being your tenant, or Sam's Club. Just imagine that. Imagine having a corporate company like Taco Bell being your tenant. You don't really have to knock on these businesses' doors in order to collect your rent because there's already a management team in place doing that for you. The only difference is when it comes to a real estate investment trust is that part of the management structure is going to absorb some of the costs and stuff like that or whatever, but there's still a lot of return on investment there. Right now you're looking at 4.5% return on investment. I think that's wonderful. Some companies are all the way up to 6% right now. Some companies even higher, but you're talking about 6,400 plus properties, cash flowing properties under long-term net lease agreements, right? You can either go out there and buy your own property with no history of tenants that pay their rent on time and stuff like that. You can probably even fail. But imagine a company that has 6,400 plus cash flow net long-term leases and in 49 different states. So you will be properly diversified from state to state just by investing in this one particular company. 301 commercial tenants, 50 plus and retail other industries. So I'm clicking on the portfolio. Let me read this to you guys. Just go to realtyincome.com. Realty Income maintains a diverse real estate portfolio of over 6,400 commercial properties subject to long-term net lease agreements. The properties are leased to 301 commercial tenants operating across 50 industries and located in 49 states, Puerto Rico, and the United Kingdom. So that's also in Puerto Rico and the United Kingdom. So this is global. The majority of our properties are net leased to retail tenants that have a service, non-discretional and or low price point component to their business. Maintaining a diversified portfolio helps ensure the stability of our revenue that supports the payment of monthly dividends. Look at that. That's just sweet. So to really, really, really sweeten up the deal, let's look at another company. I am a huge fan of the Gladstone family. The Gladstone family. So if you go to GladstoneCommercial.com, this is one of my favorite REITs. Gladstone Commercial owns about 111 properties, 118, I think I checked last. I'm not going to get all into the details because I want to make this video and give you guys a reason why it's easy to just invest in REITs and become a landlord. So one of the highlighted featured properties, which there's 4 of, one of them is the National Archives and Records Administration, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The property is a 300,000 square foot industrial facility located in Philadelphia, PA. The property is 100% leased to the United States of America through the General Services Administration. So GSA, you're talking about a government property. The government will pay its rent. I know that. So that makes me feel really good that one of their featured properties, one of their is a government facility. So also, let's look at another featured property, Morgan Stanley office portfolio, which there's 2 of them. This acquisition consists of 2 office buildings totaling 201,587 square feet in Columbus, Ohio, and Salt Lake City, Utah. So 2 separate locations, 2 different states. The suburb of Jordan, 2 target markets for Gladstone Commercial. The portfolio is 100% leased with Morgan Stanley Smith & Barney Financing LLC as the anchor tenant, occupying 92% of the portfolio. Now, when we're talking about anchor, we're saying that they are the number one. They're the target market. They own a majority stake on the property. There might be some other businesses that are also paying rent there. But here's the thing. If you can't go out and buy a property that a bank is on or something else like that, that a retail company like Walgreens is on, is it not better to perhaps possibly purchase REITs where they have a really high return and can really bring you back profits just for investing in it? This is what I love about being an American. Having the ability to invest in companies, even being a landlord, without actually owning an individual property that can either pass or fail. Because if I had a home and I had tenants, I don't know what those tenants are going to do. I don't know. I don't know if those tenants are going to pay their rent each and every day. I don't know if somebody's going to lose their job or whatever the case may be, or maybe they just don't feel like paying their rent and they just don't want to pay their rent. So they're just going to say, hey, I'm not paying my rent this month. Then you got to go through all the bells and whistles of setting up eviction, if you're even allowed to evict them. So this is a big deal. At least for me, it's a big deal. But looking at REITs and how they really distribute their income, and the opportunity to be a landlord through real estate investment trust is a very exciting idea. This video may not be as exciting as you think it is, but just think about the ability that you can, just think about having the ability to own a portfolio of properties without actually going through all the bells and whistles yourself. Having a very functioning management team that is taking care of all of that for you. All the heavy lifting, making sure that your tenants are paying rent. And all you are doing is partnering with this company, and it's going to give you a return on investment. You can invest as little as $100. You can invest as little as $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, maybe even $1 million if you're feeling up to it. I wouldn't go $1 million on one particular company and just that's it. I would diversify through different REITs. Another really cool company, I thought I had it here. Let's take a look. I did have it here, but I think I don't. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to look it up. While I look it up, I want you guys to like the video. Not only do I want you to like the video, I want you to also comment below, share the video, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. So let's talk about Stag Industrials, one of my favorites, right? You're going to go to stagindustrial.com. Stag Industrials, NYSE Stag, S-T-A-G, is a real estate investment trust focused on the acquisition and operation of single-tenant industrial properties throughout the United States. By targeting this type of property, Stag has developed an investment strategy that helps investors find a powerful balance of income plus growth. So let's take a look at this. Enterprise value is $6.3 billion. That's what it says on the website. Square feet is 91.4 million square feet in 38 states and 450 buildings. They own 450 buildings. You can't see that very well. Maybe I'll include it in the video. Maybe I'll edit this video. Annual reports on the website. investor presentation, and press releases are also on the website. So I just gave you guys 3 real estate investment trusts. These are really awesome because these are businesses that are paying rents. These are businesses, large industrial warehouse companies that are paying rent, and they're paying consistent rent. They're staying consistent. They have long-term lease agreements, and they're not going anywhere. And this is a beautiful way to really create monthly incomes. Now, all the property REITs that I just talked about in this video pay monthly. So if you're into monthly income and you're into monthly income through REITs, these 3 particular REITs are really awesome. Now, we'll talk about Apple Hospitality REITs, but right now we're talking about hotels. And right now, because of what's going on, hotels are not being patronized and they're losing income fast, and most of them are cutting their dividends. Now, do I think Stag will ever cut their dividend? I don't think so. Do I think O will have cut their dividend? Probably not. Do I think GOOD, Gladstone Commercial, would cut their dividends? Chances are no. And the reason why I think that GOOD would not cut their dividend, you're talking about a real estate investment company that actually owns and has not only financial buildings, but government buildings and archive buildings and some corporate storage buildings too. So when you're looking at it like that, and you look at companies like Stag that have companies that are mainly in essential businesses, I'm telling you, featured properties are just fantastic. DeForest, let's see, and there's so many in Jacksonville, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama, Westchester, Ohio, West Columbia, South Carolina, and in Illinois. There's so many different properties. So Realty Income, 6,400 properties, over 6,400. That's just going to continue to grow. Good, over 111 properties. That's just going to continue to grow. Stag, over 450 buildings. Do you think that's going away? I remember when Stag had less than 450 buildings. I think they added 20 buildings in the last year or so. So looking at that, looking at Stag, this is such a great way for people to make really serious income. So if you're really into making some monthly income and you really want to be a landlord, think about real estate investment trust. Think about liking this video. Think about giving me the thumbs up. Think about sharing this with friends and family. And also think about having monthly income coming in like crazy. And think about this. If you really think that this video provides a lot of value, some people keep telling me that my videos are hitting their apex, they're not getting out there, and these videos need to go viral. Think about supporting the channel. For as little as $5 a month, you could become a patron. If you get really useful information from these videos, it'll be a great idea. It would also encourage me to make videos more often because, yes, I am a busy person, and because I'm busy, I'm off doing some things that have to do with a lot of these things I'm showing you guys. Don't think that I'm not beefing up my portfolios or doing some research on different companies that I think are good to invest in. But if you think you get really good value from this channel, be one of those people who participate in contributing to this channel and helping it grow and helping it stay alive. I have cut back on videos mainly. I wanted to grow. I wanted to go a little further. Maybe there's things I need to do. You can also contribute by commenting and let me know what you think about these videos. So the Patreon link is going to be below. And I want to thank you guys for checking out this video and staying subscribed all this time. I hope you guys have fun and enjoy your day. I know we're in a bad situation right now and we're on lockdown and we're in the middle of a pandemic, but try to make the best of it. Stay safe and stay focused and always do your due diligence. We're going to get through this thing no matter what. Enjoy.